Hey everyone, I hope everyone's doing good today. I haven't really made any good, serious videos recently, so I decided that maybe I should tell you a little bit about what's going on in my life. As you've heard in one of my past videos, I'm living with a roommate that has been very rude to me and almost motherly, and I can understand that people need guidance, but I don't think that you need to treat people like shit to get your point across. If you really want to make an adverse effect on someone's life, you need to be positive, because negativity is all around us, you know? So, to just keep contributing that really isn't doing anything for anybody except for you're going along with society. And people claim to be different all the time, but just feeding into all that negativity is just like what everyone suspects or expects for you to do, if that makes sense. But anyway, speaking about my roommate, I just have finally got so fed up with what she's been doing that I decided that I was going to be moving out. And moving out of the city about an hour north of here. I'm going to be transferring all of my school credits to another beauty school up in that area. And this is all taking place this weekend. So I'm going to have an even faster internet connection where I'm going to go. I'm going to be happier. It's more beautiful there, at least. There's trees outside besides pollution. Don't get me wrong, I would not trade this experience that I've had for anything in the world. I would not trade any experience I've had in my life for anything in the world. Simply because if I didn't go through those experiences, I wouldn't feel the way I do today. A lot of it has to do with what I believe in evolution and reincarnation and that sort of stuff, but nothing compares to the experiences you go through in this lifetime and in this moment. You know what I mean? So, when I say that I don't regret any of it and that I don't feel like it should have never happened, of course, in the heat of the moment, of all bullshit that happens in life, not just anything, specific, just all of it, while you're in the middle of something like that, you say to yourself, God, I wish I lived another life, and yada yada yada. You have to take those experiences and make them into something beautiful. Everyone can take a bad experience and make it, of course, into a bad memory. But those kinds of instances are put in your hands for a reason. They're not just thrown at you because they want you to have bad karma. Of course, a lot of that goes into play, but you're supposed to learn from your mistakes. And by that, there's karma. But karma is not going to be an attack wide-ranged. It's going to be a personal attack. It's not going to be like someone in your family dies, because that's going to be karma, bad karma for everybody in your family. It's not going to be just for you. It would be something more personal that you're afraid of losing, like a boyfriend or girlfriend, or husband or wife, or in your relationship things just go rocky, or work just isn't going good, or you don't get the raise, or you don't get a promotion, or I could continue going on. Something that really wouldn't affect anybody else but you. That is how karma works. If you want to talk about worldwide karma, there is the natural disasters that happen. Pakistan, there was a huge earthquake, and it killed over 150,000 people. That's karma. Those people should have been able to open their eyes and see that obviously someone's trying to tell them something. Someone that is not the president. Someone that is not of any government affiliation. Someone or something that has control over more of this life than anybody else. But keep on blaming people. It's going to happen regardless. I heard something on the radio today that was very interesting, actually. A lady said that we need to stop blaming people for the war and start respecting and praising the soldiers that are over there right now fighting. Why do we think that blame is going to fix anything? It's not going to fix anything. It's just going to create more and more hard feelings towards bigger and bigger parties of people. I hate the whole Republican and liberal thoughts. Why can't we all come to a general consensus and work forward? Why can't lazy people get off their asses and do work? And why can't strong rich people try to contribute some of their money for a good cause, like orphans? I know a lot of movie stars and such like that. They do donate a lot of money to orphanages. Sorry, I can't say that word. I don't know if it's Aziz or it's just whatever. Okay, let's skip that part. They do that a lot for their reputation. But one person that I do look up to in that sense is Angelina Jolie. She adopted 2 kids that are not even of the same culture. Nevertheless, not even of the same country that she lived in and grew up in. They have no connection with her physically whatsoever. They were born looking completely different than her, in a completely different country, in a completely different state of mind where people are living on the streets and she's living in a beautiful home. That's amazing. That really is. And honestly, I would do the same thing. If I had money like that, I'd go over there and travel and help people just like she does. I think that's a very noble thing. And she's not doing it just for the reputation. Because if she was, she would be trying to get press, but instead she's trying to get rid of the press being around her. So I looked up to her for that reason. Well, not look up to her, but I think that that's a very noble thing. That's something people should look up to. But the whole war situation, that is still such a touchy subject with me. I don't think people understand that blame is not going to do anything. Just because we say it's one person's fault, it doesn't mean that the war is going to end. The war is going to be there regardless of who we are and whether we like it or not. Because people just don't get along. The whole reason of life, the whole purpose of life, is for us to learn how to love each other unconditionally, regardless of our faults, regardless of what we do, regardless of what we say. And the more and more we push how much we care about people in an unconditional way, that is what is going to turn this whole world around. But until then, while we continue blaming people, which is not an unconditional thing, while we continue degrading people, that's not an unconditional thing. While we continue trying to not get along and starting these wars and just acting like idiots, basically, we're going to be in a life of war, of chaos. Whether it be in your home, whether it be in your family outside of your home, Whether it be with your friends, whether it be at work, whether it be while you're walking down the street, whether it be while you're playing with your dog, anything. And people don't realize that. Blaming someone or something for the things that are uncontrollable in this world is childish. But even then, children learn to blame from the sole people that they are growing up with. Children don't blame right off the bat. They're innocent beings. You think that just one day they thought that, oh yes, Mommy, Patrick hit me on the head, when really you're the one that hit him. It doesn't make any sense. Kids don't just are born with all of this knowledge that people assume that they have. Oh yes, so they are born with blaming others. They are born with killing others. They are born with hurting others. No! Children see that in everyday life, whether it be from their parents or close family or friends or people that are brought around them. It's inherent. So, why don't we fix it? Why don't we talk to our kids? Why don't we teach our kids to treat their kids with respect? Why don't we treat ourselves with respect? But that's all I have to say today. And this is a long video. So, I hope you enjoyed my rant. I'll talk to you later. Ciao.